Welcome to MLS-Touch. With you today, my name is Christy Denny's. I'm one of your Miami trainers. We will be focusing on MLS-Touch. This is the mobile application that is fully integrated with your Matrix system. You can take this app and you can share it with your customers. You can also search for properties on the go, as well as customize the app. So technically, it is your app branded to you with your logo, your photo, and your company colors. How do you get access? How do you get started? From miamirealtor.com, let's make our way to the center of the page, clicking on the Miami Gateway. This will give you access to putting in your username and your password, which allows you to enter your resource panels. Your resource panel is where you have all of your products and your services. Now, the program that we're interested in learning, MLS-Touch, like I mentioned, it is fully integrated with your Matrix system. CoreLogic Matrix is that system that you'll be using every day. You use Matrix to search properties, send them to customers, create comparables, run statistics, and so much more. When you download the mobile app, we want it to have your photo on there. So before you download anything, we want to customize the app from here. You start with your photo and you add your photo in the Add Edit section of Matrix. When you locate the Add Edit section within Matrix, you're going to click on that and you're going to find Roster. Roster will allow you to quickly modify using your license number. As a reminder, the system prompts you, it says agent ID. Your license goes here. Once you input your license, you click on edit and you'll be able to load your photo. You do that by clicking on manage photos. You browse your computer for the photo of interest. You select your photo, select it as your primary, and certify and save. This will ensure that your mobile app is branded. Now, if you're doing this today, check back in your app tomorrow. 24 hours in, that mobile shot will be available on your cell. Most of us are using Matrix already, so I want to talk about what is fully integrated with Matrix. Well, from Matrix to the mobile app. What's integrated is going to be available under My Matrix. So if you have any contacts that are already inside of the Matrix system, they will be available in the mobile app. If you've created any saved searches inside of Matrix for a customer, those too will be available within the mobile app. If you have any contact details, that's going to be available. If you have any carts, it'll also be available in the mobile app. Any listings that you may have inside of Matrix will also be integrated into the mobile app. Now, we do have settings. Underneath your name, you have a section that says Manage Branding. In this Manage Branding portal, let's click on No for now for totality. You have the ability to manage your One Home portal. So what is One Home? One Home is the portal that your customer jumps into whenever you send them properties through Matrix. You have your Matrix email, and you also have your MLS client mobile app. You have the ability to upload your brand kit right from your computer. And whatever you create within your branding center is going to reflect on both the mobile app, as you can see here, as well as within Matrix and your customer portal of One Home. You have your desktop views and you also have your mobile views, so you can see what that's going to look like. You can do that from here, or you can do it straight from the mobile app. I will be showing you, this exists here. I will also be showing you how to do this on the cell phone. Now that you know what is going to be integrated from your MLS system into MLS-Touch, how can you download the application? You do have MLS-Touch available here, and we do have a QR code for you. You can download it on your Google phones as well as your Apple phones. You have them on both directories so that you can download the app. The app has a great score of 4.9, I believe, with more than 4,000 reviews, which is excellent. Why? I don't know about you guys, but for me, if anybody sends me an app and those reviews are low, I'm not going to download the app. These are fantastic. So make your way into downloading MLS-Touch. And as you do that, I'm going to go ahead and share my phone with you so that you can see that app. Okay, let me know if you can see my phone okay. I'll make my way into the App Store and search MLS-Touch. Okay, so here is MLS-Touch. You may come across other options. This is my MLS-Touch. I've already downloaded it. I'm going to open this up. So the rating, okay, so 11,000 reviews, 4.9 stars. And this is a preview of what you're getting. So the most advanced mobile app for agents. It does have a powerful, easy search function and interface. You can brand and share your very own app with your customers. You can even track your client activities, their favorites, their possibilities, their discarded, right? You also have access to monitor market changes in your area. Real-time market statistics are also available. You can view nearby properties, and you can automatically create Facebook posts within the app. So once you checked it out and you like it, you want to go ahead and click to download that mobile app. To access the app the first time, you're going to be prompted to select your state. And once you've selected your state, we want to go ahead and confirm. Then you want to pick your association. So that's Miami Realtors, confirm, and then log in. Once you've logged into MLS-Touch, you now have access to the interface. Now, the first thing I want you to do is take a look at the keys at the bottom of the page. You have the three lines that say more. You have members, contacts, your search, and your homepage. We're going to work from the right to the left until you feel comfortable with the mobile app. When you click on the three lines that say more, I would start here. This will allow me to see, number one, that my headshot came in. So once we did the add edit piece inside of Matrix, like I mentioned, wait 24 hours and it'll be available here. If you open your mobile app and it's already there, perfect. That means it's already been added. Your general section, save searches. These are integrated from Matrix. So if you tap on save searches, you'll have two columns. You have your mobile searches and you'll have your Matrix searches. If you want to pull searches you've made in Matrix for previous customers, you can tap on that Matrix tip and you can pick the listing that you'd like. So for example, I have a number of searches that I've created that are available. They are dated and you're able to click and preview what's available. Okay. Next to that, I have my mobile options. So if you've created any searches within the mobile app, they're going to be available for you to pull that information. So you would tap on any one of these searches that you'd like to pull, and it will give you the results for that search. So again, you have mobile and you have Matrix. If you'd like to delete any of them, you do have the option to select, delete, and tap on what you'd like to delete. Tap on done and delete that search. Okay. Moving on to back. Now that we know where our searches are and how we can pull them, the next function is a calculator. I can tap on calculator, and as I show property, I can get an estimate of the monthly price. So I'm showing property to a customer and that price point is 650,000. I key in 650,000. It's going to give me a down payment and I'm able to see my interest rate as 7. Now, if I need to edit this down payment, I can. If I need to edit the percentage, I also can. And the amortization is also available for you to change. So it's currently listed at 25 years, but I can toggle that. So I can go 30, 25, 20. You can update your amortization. Frequency, if I want the monthly, you can keep it at monthly. Some do bi-monthly. You can do bi-weekly. You can even do weekly, right? To give them that price point when it comes to the house. Does this incorporate all expenses? No, it's going to give you your principal and your interest. If I wanted to share this, I can screenshot it. And as I'm walking my customers through their different properties, save the photos. This is something I may want to share at that time, right? Okay, so calculator available for you guys to use. Do you like the calculator? Let's check the chat. I'm going to click on back. Discover MLS-Touch. So this is an overview of all of the functions. You can tap on Discover MLS-Touch, the #1 rated MLS app tool, and you have the option to swipe with your finger to see all of the functions. So I'm going to skip this for now and move over into the next section. Configurations. So far, general, we feel good. We found our searches, we found our calculator. Under configurations, we're going to manage the branding. So where it says manage branding, I'm going to tap here. When I tap on create my own, the system's going to ask me to upload from device. I'm going to do a photo library. And then once I have my company logo in place, I'm going to check that off. And then from here, I can either expand it, make it a little bigger, or make it a little smaller with the knob. I also have my minus and my plus sign that I can also use. You can rotate as well. Once you feel comfortable, click on save and your logo's in place. What the system will do is it'll take the colors within your logo and it will design your app and your marketing. It'll choose a primary color, a secondary color, and an accent color for your app. To see what it looks like, scroll down and click on preview. This preview button will give you access to what the one home will look like, what the matrix email will look like, as well as what your client app will look like. Now, if you would like to change the colors, you can simply tap on the color you'd like to change. So let's say I want to change my secondary color. I can tap on here and I have a color picker. I can take the little circle. I can drag it with my finger until I find a shade of blue that I like. Another option, if I don't want blue, is I can move my finger into my color wheel and I can pick other shades of colors that I'd like to incorporate. So let's say I'm going to do this purple here and I'm going to apply. From there, I can save and activate. So you pick the colors based on your logo, I think are best. But if you want to come back in and you want to edit those colors, you can. Once this is done, you can come back in, you can preview once again and see what that looks like. So there's my secondary color where I see a little purple when it comes to my MLS client option, my matrix email, and my one home. Okay. If you happen to be part of a franchise, you do have the option to search for your franchise by name. You can start to type in the name and it will give you the options that are available. Okay. I'm going to tap on done. Once we are branded, we're going to click on the 3 lines on the bottom. We've managed our branding. We have our photo up. We're now going to share our branded app. So where it says share my branded app, you'll have 3 ways that you can share that. I'm going to tap on there. You have the link. The link I would say is one of my favorites because I can send it anywhere and it has a really nice preview. So I tapped on my preview and I'm going to send my app to a potential customer and they get connect with me, MLSclient.com. Now, this is what they'll be downloading. We get access to additional information on each listing. Our customers, let me tap on this, will then click here and be able to download MLS Client. This is the customer facing app that they'll get, where they'll be able to find a map search, filters, they can save their own searches, pick favorites, search by MLS number, and have access to you. With your logo, your photo, they can send you messages through the app so they can chat. They'll have tips and facts, and the mortgage calculator that we get, they also get it too. This is an example of the property card that they get. This is their search, so they can draw and they can filter. Here are some of the filter options. They can search by city, by zip code, bedrooms, baths, if they're renting. This is a preview of all of the listings, and they can chat with you. So excellent option for our customer. Each one of us does have a specialty code. So when you clicked on that link, or when your customer clicks on that link, they'll be able to install the app. Now, each one of us does have a code. So they're able to tap on this code, copy, and tap install my app. Okay. They can download it through the Apple Store or the Google Play Store. Another place that I would share that link, so I can share it directly with a customer. If I have any WhatsApp users, that link performs really well on WhatsApp. So if you have a customer that you'd like to share the app with, you can share it through WhatsApp. Another place that you can share it that can help you generate leads, you can go ahead and share it on Facebook. I'm going to paste that. I'll leave the code up there and I can write something like, I have access to property, to the MLS and would like to share it with you. Feel free to download my mobile app, MLS Client. Okay, and then I press next. I press post. And that's another great way that I can generate leads and I can post onto my Facebook. Another piece and another type of post that I can do. Are any of you Instagram users? Okay, so there's a few of us that are Instagram users. If you're an Instagram user, I'm going to go ahead and open up Instagram. Let me move over into my business page. Okay. And I want to post MLS Client. A great way to post it on Instagram is the following. You want to open up, I want to copy this link, copy, and then I want to be able to share it. So here I'm going to create a story. I'm going to click on the plus sign and I'm going to click story. Another option, I'm going to use my AI images that are incorporated into Instagram. I'm going to describe an image. So I'm going to say house in Coral Gables. And then I'm going to create an image. I like this one. Okay. And I'm going to take this and I'm going to drag it and throw it away. Okay, so this is an example of an image. I used AI. You guys can use one of your listings or one of your property photos. Any photo will do. I just wanted to give it a nice background. My next bit is I'm going to add some verbiage. So I'm going to click on the double A's and I'm going to say, I have access to the MLS. feel free to download my mobile app. MLS client. You can rewrite. These are some additional features that are available in Instagram. If you don't have them yet, I would see if I need to update my Instagram, or another option could be Instagram hasn't delivered the full feature. So here I put funny and it says, get ready to use some top tier soccer feels. Download my MLS client. That doesn't really work. Shh, don't tell anyone. I have access to the MLS, but I'll let you in. Download my app. I like that. I think it sounds nice. And then I'm going to press done. I'm going to take my fingers and pinch in just so I can position it. My next piece is I'm going to tap on this little face here. And what I'm looking for is the linking tool. And that looks like a paper clip right over here. So I'm going to tap on my link tool. Where it says URL, this is where I'm pasting the link of MLS client. And then I'm going to customize the sticker. So I'm going to tap here. And then I'm going to do either download or access now. Done. And then here I have my link. Now, let me drag it maybe more onto the middle. And then I'm going to further guide my customers. I'm going to go back into the little face. And then here I'm going to search and I'm going to put in here click. From there, I can tap on whichever one I like. So I'll choose, I like this one. And then they know they have to click right there. Now you can add more or less information. I'm going to share my story. I'm going to share again. And I'm going to press done. Now when they open up my story tab and they click on access now, they can visit the link and they can download my MLS client. What do you guys think? So that is another way that you can share your mobile app. So Facebook, awesome for Facebook, wonderful for Instagram, great for Facebook. And of course, you can always share that link directly to a customer. Let me check our chat. If you want to follow me, I will share with you my Instagram, CD Miami. Ari is my handle. How did I access the AI mode? So the AI is incorporated into mine. Do I have any control over Instagram? Nope. It was there, so I clicked it. But I created a story, that's the plus button, and I made a story. And the AI in mine is available at the top, and it's called AI Images. And it allows me to create AI images with my phone. I can simply just describe what I want to make. Uh, Luxury condos in Miami Beach. And it'll give it to me. What else creates images? You can do it through WhatsApp too. WhatsApp creates really nice AI images as well. And then I pick the one I want to use. And then the verbiage, I can tap here and write something. The condo market is changing and it may be the right time for you to begin your search, right? The other AI option is this here, and that is a rewrite, and it's using the AI. So whenever you see this little star, that's letting you know that AI capabilities are available. It's tied in with my meta, and I can pick if I want to be, if I just want to rewrite it, if I want to be funny, absurd, if I want to do emojis, casual, if I want to be engaging. Let me do funny. Warning, condo prices might drop if you don't buy one now. Newsflash, condo market is wild. Might be time to jump in. Your wallet's crying, but it's time to start condo hunting. So they did good. I like it. And then I can press done and add something here, which will include, and maybe I'll come back here, we can add links, right? So I'm going to just move out of the stories. We did a few of them. I may finish that with you guys later. But so far, you've got your installation link. We used it in so many different ways. I actually have one more way I want to show you. I wish I had more time with you. Share. I'm going to do a share onto the screen. Share. I would add this link here. So inside of your settings and matrix, my information, email signature. Your email signature comes out in every single email that you send to a customer. Take a moment and add in MLS client app. If you don't know how to link something, I'll show you. MLS client app. Select the app. There's your linking tool. And here goes your MLS client app from your phone. You put it in, you press OK, and then anybody who gets an email from you can download the mobile app. So I do like it also adding it there. Okay, let me move back into my cell phone. So far, I hope you guys feel good in sharing that app and possibly generating leads. And there's no pressure in somebody just searching. Okay, now that we have that covered, you also have send by email. So if I want to send it by email, I can tap on that and it writes a little message. Get access to the MLS. Hi there, as a real estate agent, I have exclusive access to the MLS database and I want to share it with you. Please use the link to download my mobile app. If requested, here's the code access to my mobile app. Contact me if you need any help. You pop in their email and you are emailing your mobile app to a customer. Your other option is you can simply text it. So anybody who asks you for your link, you go ahead and put in their number. Let me text you my app. You text it on through and you can send it. Now, what is the difference? When you text it compared to the link, it looks a little different. So it's just a link that they tap on. If you like the preview, then you may want this option. And that is 3 ways that you can share your app, plus how you can generate possible leads with the mobile app. Yes, Kate, it is through the stickers. So it's the little sticker face, and you'll be picking the linking tool. Can you show us again how you can share it with WhatsApp? WhatsApp, Stella, is you would tap on the link and you would paste it into WhatsApp. It's a copy paste. You guys are very welcome. Okay, let's go back into the rest of it. We have so much to cover. Facebook, now that we know how to share, we know how to manage our branding. Facebook publishing tool is so cool because remember, it's integrated with Matrix. So whenever you have a new listing, it'll create a post for you. And it'll create a post for you whenever you have a new listing, whenever you drop the price, if you have an open house, once you sell that property. And this is a preview of what that looks like. If you would like to put that into play, you tap on continue. Once you tap on continue, it does want to use your Facebook sign-in information. You're going to tie in your Facebook with your MLS-Touch program. You're also going to connect using prospects by CoreLogic so that you can connect. And then it'll move through the process to allow you to start posting. So it says get started quickly. I can select my business page because that's where it needs to post. If I don't have a Facebook business page, it will not allow me to do that. I can tap on save. I get a good congratulations. My Facebook account is linked. I'm ready to go. Your listing announcements can now be automatically published to your Facebook pages. For full control over what gets shared and how it appears, head over to the advanced publishing settings to customize the details. Tap on finish, and I have some of the posts that I can do. So I have a new listing, new on the market. I lowered the price. I have an open house. I sold or I leased my listing. Okay, and then I can post. Now, I don't have any real listings for you, but I took you through the process of getting started. And these are the posts that you can post on your pages. So, Facebook publishing tool, very cool, and it does it for you. Anytime you can automate, that's best. Third-party integrations, we talked about these. So I'm going to tap on here. And this is showing me everything that is being used to syndicate. We are syndicating contacts, client portal, save searches, carts, and your branding. If you want to toggle any of these off, you can. I would keep them all, but you do have the option. Settings. Now, settings are personal. Settings are personal when it comes to your personal preferences, but I do want to show you notifications. Notifications are a heads up from the program. So anytime you get messages from your contacts, you'll get a push notification. Anytime you get a new lead, you will also receive a push notification. If any of your contacts makes a property a favorite, you'll get a push notification. And if any of your contacts does not like one of the properties that you sent them, you'll also get a push notification. So these are important, and now you know how the system or how the app will be communicating with you. Let me tap on back. So far, we're almost done with our settings here. Technical support, if you need them, you can tap on technical support. The system will allow you to send them an email. Now, once you send email, the system will automatically clock the type of app you have, the version you have, the iPhone that you have or your current handset, the version, the board that you are part of with your username. That'll give you the space to just put in your commentary and what's wrong with your app, and they typically will get back to you less than 24 hours. Feedback. If you find that there is something better that they can do within the app, don't feel shy. Please report. We can report here as staff, but you are the member. You are the ones that are using it out with your customers. You are sharing it with your customers. Send the feedback. If you need help, you have a help center. If you tap on help center, it'll give you a library of information, articles. You can search the articles by question. You can access videos, webinars, guides, prospecting pieces, all within MLS-Touch. All right, you have your privacy policy that you can review and your logout button. So far, we are done with our 3 lines of more. We're going to move over into members. Within members, you have access to search any agent that happens to be part of the association. So for example, if I know an agent, does anybody want me to look them up? Anybody's like me, you can look me up. Monica? Okay, Monica's going to let me look her up. Okay, we found Monica. Let me go ahead and tap on her. And if I wanted to follow up with Monica, I can go ahead and add her right into my app so I can follow up with her later. Let's say we're working together. I can see what listing she currently has on market. And I can verify if she has any activity. I can see that she has 40 closed listings, and on the buying side, she has 93. So when I speak to her, I can feel, well, I would say a little assured that she does have experience. She does have quite a lot of transactions that she has completed with her customers. As I move through here, I also get office details. I can text Monica. I can go ahead and call her. I can email her. I can even visit her website. So this program allows you to be able to contact the agents that you need to contact. And if I love working with Monica, I can go and check in and see, man, does she have any other available listings that we can take a look at? All right, let me go back. Let me click on X. And let me click on cancel. What do you guys think of members? Is it something you'd want to use? That's right over here, members. The next piece, and I do have a question here that Lorraine has. How can we see if leads come in? So this piece is right up your alley, Lorraine. These are contacts in the center. When you tap on here, you'll have all of your contacts. So some of these are going to be contacts that you added using MLS-Touch. And you can add in your contacts by tapping on the add button on the top right-hand corner. And you either can create a new contact from scratch or you can import it from your cell phone. Your other option is within the right-hand side, you have leads. So anybody who has registered to download your app, you'll have it available in leads. Oh, I have two now. So my first one was Sandy Ramirez. She was my first lead. And in order for us to start working together, I would click on accept. So she's been kind of waiting around for a year. I do not accept her because I like an example for class, but you can accept or reject the lead. I'm going to click on the little X. I can tap on my other lead. It'll show me this person has downloaded my app 5 weeks ago. I can either reject or accept. I can call and I can email so I can follow up. So, and you also get that push notification that the system gives you. Once they become your contact, you can look up their activity. So let me look up a contact that has some activity in it. Okay. So this customer, I've sent them 8 listings. I can see when I shared the app with them, if they have any favorites, if they've discarded anything, if I want to chat with them, it's going to be available here. If I want to write a little note, I can put that in. If I want to edit their information, an existing contact, I can. Additions. So it lets me add keywords, first name, last name, multiple email addresses, cell phones, office, fax information. I can add in their address, the languages or their preferred languages, gender, and important dates like birthday, transaction anniversary, mortgage renewals, additional important dates that I may use so that I can follow up with them in the future. Let me tap on cancel. So this is available here that you can also use. Okay. So far, do you feel good with members? Do you feel good with contacts? How to get to your leads, how to accept them, how to add a new contact into your mobile app? The next piece that we want to do is we want to be able to search and send properties to our customer. So I'm going to tap on search. This is going to be my map. And within my map, I have some filters already set up here. So I'm going to tap over here. This is your filter button. And I'm just going to reset everything. And then I'm going to touch the little eye here and just remove some of this information so I can start easy peasy. Okay. Up here, I can search. So you can search by county, by city, by area. You can search by zip code. You can search by address. Let's say I'm going to search in Coral Gables today. Maybe a different area. I'm going to search in Doral. Then I'm going to give it a second and I have my cities here. So I'm going to tap on Doral and the system will go ahead and move me. I have quite a lot of properties, so it's telling me I need to either zoom in so I can see my results or I need to add more filters. I'm going to tap on my filters, which looks like a little funnel, and that'll give me the ability to pick my property types. Where it says property type all, I'm going to tap there. If you're familiar with Matrix, it looks exactly like Matrix. You have your single family mobile single. You have your condo, co-ops, villas. You can either choose all of them or pick a property type within condo, co-op, villa, townhome. Here's our multifamily income. There's our residential land, boat, and docks. Look at our rentals. You have your lands. You have your commercial lands, and you have your business brokerages on the bottom. So if I wanted, let's say, a rental, I would move into residential rental, and let's say they're interested in a single family. I'm going to tap single and I'm going to apply. So now it says single, but specifically I'm looking for a rental. My price range, I can do a minimum, I can do a maximum, I can do a range. Let's say my max is going to be 7,000 is going to be my max, and we're looking for a 4-3. I'm going to tap done. From here, I can roll on down and you can add additional filters like size. You have living area, lot, you have your listing status, you have open house search, you have more criteria, and that'll give me HOPA. So I can say no HOPA and apply. Garage spaces, number of parking spaces. I can search by township, section, municipality style, waterfront, pool. So I'm going to click on search. Okay, so I have 18 results. I can either take a look at these 18 results from my map, and I can even save this if I want to come back to it. So at the bottom, you see where it says save search? I can tap on save search, and this will be my Doral rentals. Under, it was 7,000, right? I don't remember. I'll come back and I'll change it if I have to. 7,000, and it was single family. Create. Okay. Now I can look from here. I can zoom in, and these little tags, I can tap on there and I get property information. This one's 4,500. I can look at the pictures. And if I want to open up the full property card, you see this little line here, I can just swipe up and I have access to the property card. Now, if I want to share this one property, I have the option to click on share, and now I can share the property. You can share it by text, by email. When it says send by message, this is going to be by chat. More share options. This is excellent if you want to share it through WhatsApp, for example, and then copy MLS number. By text is probably the most common, so I'm going to do send by text. I can pick a customer. So if you have a customer in mind, you can search for your customer. When you find them, you tap, and then it gives them this little message. Hello, Connie. Have a look at this property. There's a link. Contact me if you want to know more. And I can go ahead and put in Connie from my messages, and I can send her the property. Another option is I can click on share, and I can decide send by email, same self-explanatory. I can do more share options for my WhatsApp users. And I can pick my WhatsApp or whoever I want to send it to. So I'm going to go ahead and tap on who I want to send it to, send, and I've sent them the property. If I really like this property and I'm going to follow up with it later, you have this little star that'll allow me to favorite it. And then you have really cool options here. So I get the price point, the days on market right away, bedrooms, bath, size, year built information. I can share if they set up showing time. You can request right from your mobile app to view the property. You can add it to a cart if you're putting together a cart for a customer. And if you want to see similar properties in the area, you can use comparable. You can tap comparable. It'll let me see on-market properties that are similar to this one. I put here within 10% of the price, within 3 miles with the same bedrooms and bath. I can search and it'll pull up that list of properties. So here's that main one. And then as I move through here, it'll show me the other properties that are similar in price and size based on this one property that's my favorite. I can print the information, and that looks like a printout from the MLS. You see down here. And I can send that if I want to. And send that to Connie too. So she gets a PDF. I'm also able to view it on the map, view map. It looks very cool. I have information if I click on the little eye. And I can see, okay, well, give me traffic patterns. And I can view traffic patterns in the area. I have flood zone. So if I want to see the flood zone in the area, I have sell score. So if I'm working this property and I wanted to see properties that are most likely to sell, I also have this available. So let me pinch my map and it'll show me whether it has a very low sell score, if the property has a low sell score, moderate, high, or very high. See the legend of properties that are most likely to list. I know I can click on a neighbor, so whether that neighbor is listed or not. On the MLS, I'm able to verify neighborhood information. And if I open it, you're able to see the sell score indicator. So as I move through the map, I'm not able to see the variation of colors, but if I click on a neighbor, I am able to see the sell score indicator, and this person is listed as moderate. All right, so we get information with sell score details. You also can find information like rent score, mortgage age, owner occupied. If I want to find, for example, rent properties where they happen to be owner occupied, you can find that. This one did change for me. So the legend, I have yes, no, unknown. So when it comes to owner occupied, the green is going to be there's an owner in there, but the gray is going to be properties where I may have a tenant. So if I'm looking for potential first-time home buyers in a neighborhood, this is a great way for me to determine that information. Okay. So what's a great way for me to do this? You can look up your own property, or if you're working a listing, you can look up that address and work the neighborhood in the area. Aside from having access to the map and all of the great details that it has. You can also see it in 3D. I can tap on 3D. That's another great way for you to share that information. Let me edit my map slightly and just remove some of that information and just keep parcel. Okay. You have your satellite view in 3D. So if I'm going to share a property and I share the property card, another great way to share it to get their attention, I would say, is I can do a little screenshot. And that's a little picture I can send with the link that I'm sending to them. As I move through here, you can add in your own property notes. You have your listing information. The listing information is detailed just how it is in Matrix, which I love for us. Location information is available here. You have details, general information. Those are the remarks here. Additional information, pets allowed, interior, heating description, rental information is available. Move-in dollars, 13,500. The term is 1 year only, and they're asking for first month's rent, last month's rent, and security. The attachments. Attachments are available inside of the mobile app. And if I need to verify ownership information, Relist is also available. So I can verify owner information as well, which I think is awesome. Financial information is available here. There's an application of 150. If I need to communicate with the agent, it is tenant occupied. I need to call the listing agents. And I can call them here. I can either call, email, send a text, request a showing. It's been 6 days on the market and they listed the 12th of February. But if they lower the price or any activity will be available in the history. Okay. So far, we know how to open up a property card, how to search, and how to send the property. But what if you want to send multiple properties? If you want to send multiple properties, you're going to move into list. So here's all those properties that we found in Doral. And the result is based on the map. So if I zoom in, that result is going to change. If I zoom back out, so I can capture the whole area, I'll get all of the results. To send multiples, move over into list. There's all your properties. If I want to send more than one, there's 3 dots on the top right-hand corner above the results. You're going to tap on that and you decide, well, you're going to send multiple. How do you want to send them? Do you want to add them to the favorites? Do you want to send them by email? Do you want to text, share, or add to a cart? I'm going to go ahead and send by text. That will push all of my listings to the right and it gives me the ability to select. I'm going to send these 7. Now, before you send these 7, you can sort everything. You can either sort it by price, by address, you can do it by size, by status date, or by distance. So if you'd want to apply something different, you can. So 3 dots, send by SMS, pick the properties you want to send to your customer, best suited for them. Once you select what you want, you press on done. And then again, I pick my customer. Now, last time we picked the customer, but what if your customer is not inside of your app? If they're not, you can take a moment to add. If you don't want to add yet, you can skip this whole process and just key in the person that you want to send it to. I found some properties for you. I'm going to send them right over. And you send the links. Let's check the chat. I have 3 questions. I don't have an eye, I have a square instead. Okay, you can use the square. I think they're slightly different if you have Apple compared to Android. And the maps are going to be a little bit different based on your cell phone. For example, when it comes to the Android, when you press the three dots to share and you say, well, I want to send it through SMS, you won't need to have the properties pushed to the right. You'll simply hard press the picture and it'll select it. Is there a way to have a nicer preview of the property rather than the link? So far, what you have is a link. Now, when they open up that link, tap, they're going to have your property page. So they'll have all of the information on the property. They'll have the ability to send it to a friend, virtual tour, they can print it, 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, the description, all of the details, and it finishes off with your information. So far, what we have is a link. It's also available in Español. So if they tap on Español, they can get it in English and they can get it in Spanish. And that's a new feature. Okay, let me tap on done. So far we know how to share one, we know how to share more than one, we know how to sort them. Now I'm looking at this property here, these rentals. I do have the option of tapping on stats. It'll take the 17 properties that you're looking at and it'll give you some statistics. So the lowest price of my search is 3,950 is the most economic property in Doral based on my criteria. The median price is 5,500 and the highest price is 7,000. Now, I'm only looking at rentals, so the breakdown is 100% residential rentals. Days on the MLS on average is 59 days. Shortest, of course, 0 days. Longest, 366 days. This is giving me everything that's on market so that it can pull. Sold and leased, show in the last 3 months, and it'll give me the stats on properties that have sold within the last 3 months. Lowest price, 4,300, median price, 5,200, highest price, 6,900. So they may be able to negotiate slightly. And then we have our off-market properties. Let's do 3 months. And here we have our averages. So you get stats right away regarding any search that you pull within the mobile app. Let me tap on map. This mobile app, I think, has been the best one that we've gotten. I'm going to tap away from search. And actually, before I tap away from search, between searches, tap on that filter and reset. Reset so that when you search, you can start clean. And this is if I want to search, again, as I mentioned, I want to search, for example, using the map. I'm going to move over into the little house. If I tap on house, you have the map search. If I tap on map search here, it's going to take me directly to where we were within the search. If I tap advanced search, this is for those of you who prefer filters. If you don't want to start on the map and you want to search like you do in Matrix, this is the filtered search. You're starting from here. You can search by county, city, zip code, county, address, property type, price range. You've got your bedrooms, baths, size, more criteria is available here, and then you can search. So if you prefer to search here first, you can do so. Your listings are here. So if you have any listings available on the MLS, it'll be available. This morning I did a pretend open house. So the open house will be viewed or syndicates not only to Matrix, but it'll reflect on the app. And then you do have promote this listing. If you're looking to create digital ads for your listing, Ad Builder has been optimized for MLS-Touch. Why do I say that? They have something called a full life or a full listing life cycle where they're going to share your listing with Google, Bing, Facebook, and Instagram. You can preview it, and they will be creating different posts depending on where your listing is and what they're doing. Select. You're able to create a post when it's in a coming soon status, just listed, open house, price change, just sold, right? It will create a digital ad and give you the exposure. Another piece that I really like about this is that it'll also provide for you a report that you can submit to your customer. You will select the type of ad you want to do, your goal, whether it's generating leads or you want exposure, your brand information. You get to review it and then you pay. So everything is built in. Now, since it is through Ad Builder, they have these professionals that create these templates that meet the requirements from these different social media um, spaces. What do I mean by that? If you create an ad and there's too much wording, it doesn't get the same traction. If you create an ad and it's positioned incorrectly um, within your business page and the type of business page that you have, it won't be shared the way that we need it to be shared. So it is a template, and we know if we go through here, we are good to go. If you don't want to do the full life cycle, you can pick the other options: coming soon, just listed, open house, price reduction, under contract, or classic. If you're not ready, you can give feedback. If you want to talk to a human, you have a phone number and you also have an email. So I love that if you want to start promoting your listings online. When you tap on your own listing, you can edit it from here. So if you have editing capabilities, because it depends on your brokerage, but if you have editing capabilities, you can edit your open house and I'm sorry, your listing. When you edit the listing, it's not going to let you do everything. So I can't edit. It doesn't let you do everything. You can't put in a full listing through the app, but you can do things like a price change. You can do things like editing the remarks is going to be available within the edits. Here are the open houses, your attachments, and your details, right? With all of the activity that has happened with that listing. All right. Let me click on back and exit. Search by number. This is your ability to search by MLS number. If you put an MLS number here, the system will house that MLS number up to 10 until you delete it. So if you found the listing and you want to follow up with it, you just want to keep tabs on it, you can put that MLS number and you can search or search multiple at once. Anything that you picked the little star for, it'll be one of your favorites. So for example, we favorited this property. If I worked on it and I no longer want it as a favorite, I just uncheck the star. And when I go back into my favorites, it won't be there. Okay. And then you have your InstaView. So InstaView will allow you to see any property within about 420 feet of where you are. This works really well in condominiums, in neighborhoods. So if you have a property nearby, that InstaView will show you all of the properties in the area within 420 feet, I think it is. If you want to be able to track what's happening in the market, you have hot sheets. So I'm going to tap on hot sheets and you're able to first choose a location. So I'm going to change mine. Is there a location you guys want to see, a particular location? Pines. Okay. So let's do Pembroke Pines. Oop, I put Pones. I'll give it a second. I'm going to select. Once I have my property location in place, then I'm going to pick my property type. So far I have condo, co-ops, villas, townhomes. I can apply more than one thing. So I can do single family and condos, but you have all property types here and you can change this at any time. So I'm going to apply that change. And then I can see what's happening today, what's happening in the last 3 days, what's happening in the last 5 days, what's happened in the last week, last 2 weeks, and in the last month. So I can see in the last day, there's been 23 price decreases. And I can tap on there. And I can see, okay, which ones are these properties and how have they decreased the price? So I get the original price, the new price, and the percentage. So that could be something cool to post. Pembroke Pines house. Let me know, Christina, how the AI did. What do you think? Maybe I can pick this one. Not too shabby. And then I can do some verbiage. Okay, so I put 23 houses, price drop. Let's do this one. In Pembroke Pines in the last 24 hours. Here are my results. Send by SMS. I can pick some of these. Done. Give. And I have possibly some of these links that I can share. But I think a better option would be just to send over share my branded app, copy, link, paste. Okay, so I've taken statistics, I've taken my branding, and I've put it all together to share. But with that, guys, that is your mobile app. You are able to do so much within the mobile app, and I love that you guys stayed. I will have this class recorded and available. So if you liked this particular class, give me a few days. I will go ahead and I will load it. I hope you all are able to download your apps and start using them right away. Thank you for being Miami members. Have a great rest of your day.